Welcome to Season 1 of AirgunWebTV, where we're going to take a look at some of the coolest air guns available on the market today. And not just in the studio either. We're going to take them out into the field and really put them to the test. We're going to test them. We're going to shoot them. And we're going to tell you all about them. So stay tuned right here to AirgunWebTV. It's a great time to be an airgunner. Well, Cecil, we've been talking about pump pneumatics. We've been talking about CO2, and those are good. I mean, those have a lot of good uses, but they can oftentimes lack some power.
Yeah, they can. So
what are we gonna do about getting more power if we want to shoot air guns? What do we do to get more power?
Well, you turn to a spring piston.
There you go. All right, so the next step up is either a spring or a gas piston rifle.
Right.
Now, we've got some examples here. These happen to all be brake barrels, but you can also get under levers or side levers. There's some other options on the market, but this is a good example of some basic, fairly inexpensive brake barrels people can look at. In this episode of AirgunWebTV, we look at products that can deliver a lot of power and accuracy, starting with the most popular type of air gun currently on the market, the spring and gas ram powered brake barrel air gun. Next, we'll take things to the extreme with two incredible Pcp air guns. The Benjamin Armada is an affordable, full-featured, totally decked out 50-yard tack driver, and the Evanix Rainstorm II 357 can drive 81 grain pellets out to 120 yards with great power and accuracy. Now, watching AirgunWebTV is easy. Just visit www.airgunwebtv.com and click on the episode you'd like to watch. So join us here on AirgunWebTV, where we're going to test them, we're going to shoot them, and we're going to tell you all about them. It's a great time to be an airgunner. AirgunWebTV would like to recognize the following sponsors. Introducing the Pellet Pen system, perhaps the most versatile tool in an airgunner's arsenal. Get the most out of your pellet pen with our great accessories, like the adjustable Pellset tool end cap, clip-on retractor, and lanyard system. Pellet Pen accessories are compatible across all Mark II pellet pens, including Air Venturi models. The Pellet Pen system is simply the fastest and easiest way to load your airgun. Pellet Pen, load fast, shoot straight, have fun, and be safe. Currently available in 177 and 22 calibers. Visit pelletpen.com to order. Welcome back to AirgunWebTV. This one here is the Hatsan Mod 87. Have you shot this much yet?
Not a lot. I've gotten to put a couple rounds through it, but I like it so far.
This is right around that $200 price point. It's a good entry-level air gun. It comes with a gas ram, comes with a scope. It comes with a fully suppressed and shrouded barrel. It's got a lot of features jammed into a gun at that price point. 177, 22, and 25. This one's 22. It's pushing right around 800 feet per second. It's a really good gun. In fact, I used this gun when I went out hunting in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, had some iguanas, right?
Yeah, we were shooting iguanas, and this thing with open sights was just tearing them up. You want to take a few shots?
Yeah.
Here you go.
So let's see here. We're about 25 yards.
You're right at 25 yards. There we go. That's better.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So that thing hits with some authority.
I think you're looking at right around 20, maybe 22 foot-pounds. So yeah. Now, the other guns I have here are slightly different from this one. This one's a great utility, great hunting gun.
Yes. And I love that adjustable cheek piece there, and
absolutely.
It's nice and solid.
If you want something lighter, we've got the new Gamo Pigman. Now, we saw this at SHOT. This gun takes all of Gamo's new technology and puts it into one gun. It took me a little while because I really wanted to get the 22 version, not the 177, and that's what I got here. This gun is really nice, quiet, accurate, got good power. Let me see here.
Yeah, I was running through proofing our little field target course with that earlier, and I like that one. It's nice and light, easy to carry.
Yeah, I was hunting a little bit with this in Texas, and it was no problem at all. It was quite nice. That gun is so different from like the Hatsan 87. It's much lighter. It's got a little longer stroke, which is cool because it doesn't quite take as much energy to cock. And it's pushing, I don't know, maybe a little over 800 feet per second. So it's got quite a bit of a thump when it hits. Well, You're right there.
Right there, yeah. Let me go ahead and put another one in there. Oh yeah.
Pretty much right on.
That's right on there.
It's probably my favorite stock design in a brake barrel. Gamo came out with this a few years ago, and that just is very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
It's got a good angle, it's good and thick. And because it's so light, this gun is not an issue for younger shooters or ladies to shoot this gun. It's very manageable. The last gun I have here, this is the Walther Terrus, and I get asked a lot, what should be my first brake barrel to buy? What should be my first spring gun? Now, where the other two guns we've looked at are gas piston, this one is spring powered, and they have done spring powered right. This gun is just a joy to shoot. It's relatively lightweight, even though it's all steel and wood, German made, really nice gun. The cocking effort is extremely gentle. It's probably half what you're dealing with on these guns.
Right.
And this is also 22 calibers, keep it simple today, but it's available in 177 as well. It, out of the box, you're looking at like a 2-pound trigger. As a basic hunting rifle, small game up to 20, 25 yards, this gun is really good. I'll take a shot here.
This thing is just so smooth, and it's positive. You feel the sear lock in.
That, the thing with the Walther Terrus, which makes it so special, is that because it's German made, and it's made to such a high level of quality, you would expect the gun to be really $400 or $500. And I have some other German Springers that are that $400 or $500. The gun retails for well under $300. So you're getting a very high quality, yeah, you just banged out the center?
Yep.
Look at you. The gun retails right around, you know, well under $300. And you're getting a lot of quality for that. It's just great for a first air gun. If you really want something that's a good quality gun, the Walther Terrus really needs to be on your list. It's a great shooting rifle. Okay.
For the price point of this, the quality, you can't beat it. For like you said, for a beginner, this is an excellent choice.
Well, we've looked at these rifles. We've got 3 rifles here. We've shot them at a target. I know we have a course set up, basically a field target course, an impromptu one.
Simulated hunting course.
There you go.
That's
there
what
you go.
We'll go
Simulated
with.
hunting course. Let's do that because I'm going to try to cheat with that stick.
Oh yeah.
Which two you want to? Which one you want to use?
I'll go with the Pigman.
All right. I'm going to take the Walther Terrus.
All right.
Let's go do it.
AirgunWebTV is brought to you by
The new Gamo Whisper Fusion Pro Air Rifle with SAT shoots 1,400 feet per second and is super quiet.
T-Bone, what are you doing, dude? I'm trying to get some sleep around here.
Oh man, I was just gonna see if I could borrow your Whisper Fusion Pro.
Man, how many times I gotta tell you, nobody touches my Gamo.
Well, see, so that was a lot of fun. We got out there and got to do a little shooting with our brake barrels. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun and a lot of good practice.
Now, if you want more power, more range, more accuracy, that means we got to step up to the next power plant, and that's PCP Air Guns. I brought some of those with me. You want to go give them a test drive?
Yeah, let's go and shoot some of those.
Cool.
Okay, so we've reached the top of the airgun food chain. Stay with us as we take a look at what makes PCP Air Guns so awesome. We'll be right back. AirgunWebTV is brought to you by The new Hatsan USA big bore air guns are here and they're hungry. Hatsan USA has taken their proven BT65 sidebolt platform and created the new Carnivore line of air rifles, now available in both 30 and 35 caliber. These new offerings excel where it counts, starting with power with high shot count. Having sufficient power to make clean kills at range is critical. Each caliber has been specifically tuned to maximize its performance, while still maintaining a high shot count. The 30 cal produces up to 75 foot-pounds of energy, and the 35 cal generates up to 95 foot-pounds of energy. Each Carnivore model will deliver 2 to 3 full magazines of consistent power output. That's at least 12 shots in 35 caliber and up to 21 shots in 30 caliber. And the big bore classification, there are few air guns that can match the Carnivore's combination of energy with shot count performance. Both calibers will consistently put lead on target at 50, 75, and even out to 100 yards, making them some of the most accurate big bore air guns on the market at any price. Their Carnivore line expands the use of Hatsan's quiet energy system, utilizing a fully integrated barrel shroud and suppressor. The perceived sound is extremely low and registers under 100 dB in third-party testing. Continuing with their philosophy of delivering great air guns at reasonable prices, Hatsan USA has released their new Carnivore big bore air rifles at a very aggressive price point for their class. The new Carnivore big bore air rifle series from Hatsan USA, taking serious, solid impact to the next level and then some.
Well, Cecil, now we're set up to talk about some PCP air guns. Now, PCP, as you know, stands for Pre-Charged Pneumatic.
Correct.
PCP air guns are very cool and they represent sort of the top of the food chain. They're more expensive, they require extra gear,
Yes.
but
Ancillary equipment that you need with them. Yeah.
either a hand pump or tanks, but they have a built-in reservoir. That's sort of what typically separates them from other things. It uses high pressure, just natural air. And this one here is called the Benjamin Armada. It is pretty sick looking.
It is. It is what I would call tactical.
It is very, very cool. This one, like you had your AT-44 that was upgraded.
Slightly.
This one is also slightly upgraded, and you actually put a regulator in this.
Yes,
tell me what you did or why you did that for me.
I put an all-thrust regulator in this one for you to make it more of a bench rest rifle and give it a more consistent shot string.
Yeah.
So that your shot from number 1 to number 30 will be the same feet per second or within a couple of feet per second.
Right. And PCPs give you that kind of ability, that kind of repeatability. You're not going to get, say, out of a spring gun or out of these other types of guns. You can get that out of a PCP. They're more money, but they pay off. Better accuracy, better range, better power, etc. All right, I've got a target set up here at 50 yards. I mean, dead on 50 yards by my laser rangefinder. And let's see if I can hit the bullseye. This rifle's it's too easy, man.
I can constantly hear that from you with this rifle, just pling.
Ooh, pulled that one, or pushed that one, I guess. I think that's going to probably just put all of it well in an inch. Yeah, that's all. Landing pretty much right on target there. This thing is really sweet.
Well, it's easy to get good groups with these rifles too because there's no real discernible recoil.
Yeah, there's no recoil on this at all. Yeah, you and I, we talk about shootability, and PCPs are way up there for shootability.
Definitely.
Super easy to manage. Well, I brought something special for you today.
You did now.
Yes, because see, most people think pellet guns or air guns, and they're talking about stuff that's this size. This is your typical 22 caliber. We'll get the sunshine there. 22 caliber pellet. Well,
right.
So the gun I brought today shoots something a little different here. There you go.
That's a pellet on steroids.
That is a 35 cal JSB. The difference is this is 14.3 grains. This is 81.02 grains. little bit of a difference.
You're gonna have to melt down a lot of the 22s to make one.
Yeah, exactly. So the gun I want to show you today, and I'm going to let you do the shooting, the Evanix Rainstorm II.
Oh, now that's a nice looking rifle right there.
That is nice. I have really loved getting to know big boy air guns. And this one I've been wanting for quite a while, and the guys over at Evanex sent it my way. This gun is pushing about 110 foot-pounds. It's unbelievably accurate, super, super nice gun. When you go to PCP Air Guns, you have that option to take things well beyond what you could ever do with a Springer or a CO2 or pump gun, because you're able to push stuff like that downrange, and you can't do that with anything but a PCP. You want to give this a try?
Oh.
There you go.
Don't have to ask me twice.
It's got, I believe, a 7-shot magazine, if I did my math right. Now, I've messed up that target a little bit, but I think we'll be able to tell the difference between 22 caliber hole and a 35 caliber shot. Yeah.
We might be able to. We'll find out. Let's give it a try.
So you pulled that maybe a little bit, or I haven't really sighted this gun in a while, so we may need to adjust it for you just a little bit, because we've got something even more special a little later. But go ahead and take another shot. It's grouping.
Yep, it's grouping, same spot. You can definitely tell the difference in the holes. You're right.
Those are bigger.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good group right there.
It's banging it, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
All right, give it a, see how close you get. See if my guess is right. Yep.
Yeah, you're good vertically.
Need to come more left.
Need to come more left.
Okay.
Okay, so that was 4 shots there.
That has a good bit of authority, doesn't it?
Yes, it definitely does. It's got a little bit of a push, but it's not really a recoil, I would call it. I think that was me. It looks like we're good left and right.
Maybe come up just a hair, huh?
Maybe.
Still a little bit low left or low
Still
right?
just a little bit lower.
Go another 4 or 5.
There we go.
That may be your last shot, I think, Mark.
All right, well, let's try to make it the right one. That's what we wanted.
Pretty close, yes, that'll do it. That's awesome.
Alrighty.
So what do you think of that?
I think that's pretty dang nice right there. I mean, and at 50 yards, first time shooting it, and I mean, it grouped really well.
Yeah, I mean, the grouping on this gun, the accuracy on the Evanex big bores is really, I've always found to be very good. The fact that we can get 7 really clean shots and really tighten up, and we're moving things around, it's still a good group regardless. Yeah. Now here's the cool thing about big bore PCPs. Some states let you hunt with them. And not just hunt small game, you can actually go hunt larger game and predators with a gun like this with confidence. Here in Arizona, they have really made a lot of great provisions for air gunners that want to go out and hunt. And that's a great example of a gun that'll get the job done for sure. All right, Cecil, what do you think of that rifle?
I think this thing's a beast. It definitely has got plenty of power and accuracy. You know, throwing that big old heavy, you know, 81 grain.
81.02 grain.
Yeah, out at 50 yards at that kind of accuracy.
It'll get it done. And here's the cool thing about PCPs, you're not gonna get that kind of power, that kind of range, and that kind of accuracy out of anything else but a PCP air gun. If you wanna get out and do some hunting, predator hunting, even bigger game hunting, this is the kind of air gun that can do it, and it can do it with authority. And you can only get that with the PCPs.
Exactly.
So I've got something special.
Right.
As far as I know, it's probably the first ever big bore field target that one of our guys at Havasu Air Gunners put together. I want to know if that'll knock it down.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, let's get that set up.
AirgunWebTV would like to recognize the following sponsors.
All right, Cecil. So what I've been wanting to do for the longest time is create something for big bores, some sort of competition.
Right.
And I've been floating for probably over a year, been talking with Havasu Air Gunners about creating a big bore field target. Well, one of our guys actually built one. It's a prototype. We're working on how it's going to fall, how it's going to work.
Yep.
But he's been always wanting to build a Sasquatch. And that's what we got out. It's about 50-ish yards or so.
Yeah.
Kill zone's pretty tight on that bad boy. It's sitting at
1 1/4 inches.
1 1/4 inches. So
Yes, it is.
let's see if I can hit it. Then I'll let you try it if it's still standing. Ooh, I rocked it. You see that?
Yeah.
One more time. Oh man, it doesn't quite want to go over. You want to give it a shot?
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Being as it is a prototype, we may need to fine tune it just a little bit still.
Oh yeah!
There you can knock it down.
Oh sweet!
That worked great.
That's awesome.
AirgunWebTV is brought to you by To wrap up the day, Cecil and I wanted to take the Evanix Rainstorm II 357 and really stretch it to its limits. We set up one of my MegaBOOM reactive targets out to 120 yards with a 2-inch restrictor plate.
Awesome.
Using Hawk's Chairgun Pro software, we were able to calculate our shot trajectory, which included a 10 to 15 mile an hour crosswind, and drive the shot right through the center. That's what air gunning is all about.
My name is Rick Utzler.
And I'm Cecil Bays.
Thanks for watching AirgunWebTV. We'll catch you next time.